Hi, welcome back to Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is episode 116 of our knitting, crocheting, sewing, crafting, whatever we're up to kind of podcast. We're located in Bradley, Illinois, 60 miles south of Chicago. You can find us on Facebook, Ravelry, Instagram. Also, you can find my Etsy store, on Etsy, Knit for Brains Designs. Where can we find you at?
You can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry as Loopy Stitcher, spelled L-U-P-Y Stitcher, all one word. And then my designs are in Ravelry, the couple that I have out there as Loopy Stitcher Designs.
And every Sunday you can find her here. Alrighty, we'll jump right in with shop. That way I'll be able to get to my FOs. Because I've got a stack today. Oh, gosh. Okay. Alrighty. I did a little bit of sewing.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Alright, we'll start with sock bags first. Doctor Who. The inside fabric's the same as the blue. Sock size, as always, well, I guess if you're new here, great for socks, mitts, hats. They fit a lot more than what you think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 6 of those. I was going to town with that fabric, wasn't I? Okay. Up next, also in the sock bag, are the unicorns. And the inside fabric is the light pink that is shown at the top. I have got 2 of those. Huh. I don't know why I was feeling like I had more sock bags, but I don't. Okay. The new size, the medium drawstring. I've got some watermelons. And the inside is the red with the white polka dots. These are a good size bag. The nice big boxed bottom. Oh, I got my wrist caught in there, guys. There's that one. Let's do another fabric we already did. The unicorn one, I've got 4 of those in the medium drawstring. It was drawstring kind of update this time. Also, in the medium drawstring, I've got 3 of these. And then a different Doctor Who fabric, which I am not a Doctor Who. I've never watched it before, but I liked this fabric.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's really nice. And the inside is this beautiful blue, and I love the texture on that. On that one, I've got 2.
It makes it look almost like it's like a linen fabric.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's really pretty. Yeah. So I got 2 of those. And then I've got some sweater bags, which I don't do very often, but I did a unicorn zippered sweater bag. The inside is the light pink. I only have 1. And then I have 3 of the Doctor Who fabric. The blue is the inside, also zippered. So all of those will be listed in my Etsy store, which again is Knit for Brains Designs. There we go. That's it for this time.
Oh, it's like we've done this before.
Nice. I know, right? Okay, everybody knows what I'm going to ask next. Karen? Do you have an FO?
Yeah, I happen to have a FO.
There we go.
Seems to be my typical lately.
That's okay.
It's okay. My socks are done. I was where the marker is the last time, and I do these 2 at a time toe up. I use the Fish Lips Kiss heel, and here's the funny part.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Last Sunday I did it. I completely did the heel on one sock, and I'm like, this is looking a little long. And sure enough, I got home and I ripped it back out because I'm like, this is way too long. It was one of those situations where I kept taking these with me when I was out.
Oh.
And didn't have anything to measure it. And I was like at one point I actually put it aside while we were waiting for our food. And I'm like, I think I may have knitted like too far.
Now see, I have started sticking a tape measure in my knitting bag when I'm taking the socks out. But I have a sock ruler also in Brett's car, which is usually what we travel in.
Mm-hmm.
And Brett is wonderful about it. If we're at a restaurant and I think I'm getting close, I hold it up. I go, how many inches is this, honey? And he's usually right on. So, I don't know how many times I do that. How many inches is this? Because he's really good with like that sort of thing. My mind doesn't. I need that tape measure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I get what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I think I went too far. And then I got here last Sunday night. I'm like, and I took out and I measured. I'm like, I'll be fine. Well, I just started doing this heel, and it is a little deeper than my normal gusset heel that I use. So I didn't take into account for that. So I think I ripped it back to like the green here.
Oh.
And then, because I had completely knit the through to the brown, I think, before I started. It was just like, okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, you got them done.
Oh, well.
That's what counts. All right. So on to my FOs. My first one, the yarn is Christmas in July by Toe Creations. She's on Etsy, I believe. I know she's on Instagram, so just look her up on Instagram. And that was this really pretty yarn. And the socks, I actually did them. I did on my size. Did you like the way I do that? I can tell because of the narrow. I knit them on my zings because at the time my Addy squares were both full. So there they are. It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I think they came out really nice. Yeah, these are mine. I can tell. Oh, which is probably why I had trouble getting them on the sock blocker. Because I was like, oh my gosh, why won't they go on the sock blocker? Because this is Wendy's blocker. That's why. Did you want that yarn?
You mean that's not a yarn that like Lori like?
Hold on,
Because she was like, I got that one.
No, I have nobody's name on this one.
Well, it's mine now.
Okay, dokie. I figured those are your colors.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it knits up really pretty, I thought. And it has a lot of sparkle. So that was my first ones. Organized chaos here in the craft room. All right, then in my new Rainbow Bright bag that I made, I casted on another pair of socks. I used my Addy squares this time. This is the yarn. And it is brazenstitchery.com. And the name is It's Brittany Bitch.
And I hope they don't hear the microwave beeping.
Yeah, if you guys probably do. My husband he just got home from work, so he's heating up some leftovers from last night, which he's probably really not thrilled with, but
gotta do what you gotta do.
I made him one of those diabetic meals.
How did he take that going back on his?
That's the first time I've done it. I do have another dish to make them as well. So they were recipes that he liked when I did them, but I kind of flubbed this one up. It's a bacon cheeseburger casserole. Well, it's basically just ground beef with some garlic. You dice up pickles. You dice up bacon. A squirt of mustard, and you put it in a casserole dish. Well, they didn't tell me what size casserole dish and it's been so long since I've done it.
Yeah.
I used a big one. Well, then you take 3 eggs and half a cup of mayonnaise, and you mix that together, and you pour that over the top.
Yeah.
To make the kind of, I call it quiche.
Yeah. To kind of bind it together. It's really
well, it puts a layer on the top.
Okay,
so it's more like a quiche almost.
Uh-huh.
Well, because I used the big casserole thing, there wasn't enough of the egg mixture to really do the...
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like it normally, but he ate it, And I remembered as I was making it that I wasn't a fan of it to begin with. Oh, I added onions to it, too. Anyhow, here's the sock.
It's going to be one of those kind of things.
Oh, yes.
Because I've been over here for a little bit, and this one here is having issues.
Really bad sinus allergy day, and my neck and my head are killing me. I can't remember a darn thing.
No.
She's been laughing
She's
at
like,
me.
Where's this? Where's that? And at one point I'm like, were you knitting with your double points? No, why? I said, because. And she's like, oh, cable needle.
I mean...
Anyways.
So this yarn is beautiful. This is another pair for Wendy. This puts me at 12 for her box, and I still have room for more. So I'm going to keep going until it's full.
Yep.
So there's that. My belly's going to town. Sorry if you can hear that too. That over there. All right. Last thing. Do you guys recognize the bag? Some of you will.
Peanut.
Nope.
No.
No. The struggles I have had with this thing.
Oh.
All right, guys. So, the Simple Hug Cardi by Cozy Up Knits. You guys know I knit it, and then I ripped it all back out. And then I knit it again, and I made modifications. Let me talk about the yarn, because we do have some new subscribers, so we don't want to people not know what we're knitting with, right? I use the Miss Babs Yowza in the Beautiful Dreamer. And I have just like random little balls in there now left because I had to tear apart. Yeah. So I couldn't even tell you how much I have left over from the 2 big skeins because it was a hot mess. I ain't even gonna lie about it. But I won the battle. And it works now. I mean, it did before, but not...
not to where you would feel comfortable wearing it.
Yeah, the seam was across the back. The sleeves were really small. It really wasn't that long before neither, which you even commented last time still that you didn't think it was that long. But once I got done blocking it, folks, look at that.
There you go. Yeah.
Now, doesn't that look much better?
Mm-hmm.
And look, I have some arms now.
Mm-hmm.
Before, in case you didn't see it, the sleeves literally were probably about half. And, I mean, I could get my arms in there. Remember, I had tried it on, but I kind of wanted to be able to, like, throw it over a t-shirt. I wear t-shirts a lot, guys. Well, you guys know that. So, yeah, doesn't that look so nice? And I love the colors.
Oh, yeah.
So, I might actually, because the original plan was, I have another Miss Babs sweater quantity, which is completely different colors. It's like yellow, I think it's got a little bit of gray, green, and like a purple magenta color. I was going to make a second one of these because I figured this is going to be something I'll actually wear. Well, now that I've got it figured out, I might actually do the second one. It was just the figuring out of it. And, I mean, it's definitely long enough. It comes, like, to mid-bum. So, yeah. now I'm quite happy with it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I should probably knit that while I still have it up in the noggin of what I did.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That turned out really pretty.
I love it. So, yeah, I mean, I just had to try it a second time and do a few little things. And I was persistent because I really love this yarn. It's just, it's very me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Yay.
And you can wear it with just about anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's very, very neutral. Well, and what's really funny is I've been on this project of cleaning out laundry baskets and cleaning out dresser drawers and da-da-da-da-da. And I found this pair of pants that I just bought. It had to have been fairly recently because the tags are still on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it was recently because they're the right size. And they're probably about the color of my nails. And I'm like, oh, that would look really cute with that cardigan. So there's like already thoughts going through my head. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. So we'll see. We'll see how much I wear it. Well, I did find out when I was in Arkansas, because I wore that sweater there, my potluck pullover, that I had no reactions to it. So, yay for that.
Yeah.
And it was funny because when we went to leave that morning to leave to the yarn store from Lori's house, my husband was kind of shaking his head. And I'm like, what? And he's like, how long do you really think you're going to be able to keep that on? You're going to get hot because I get warm very easily. I said, oh, okay, well, why don't you run upstairs and grab me a t-shirt to throw in my bag just in case I do.
Yeah.
I kept it on the whole day. I did not get warm in it at all.
Wow.
I did put like a tank top underneath it just so like it
wasn't skin to skin.
Right. I mean, it was still touching, my arms.
I would think,
a
majority of people put something underneath their knits.
Yeah, I would think so, but I don't know. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah. So, I'm kind of excited. And sometimes that's just enough to warm you a little bit. Because I'm really funny. Even in the summer, my husband laughs at me because I like it to be cold. But it never fit. I always take a sweatshirt with me when we go out for dinner. Because for some reason, I start eating and like I drink something and I'm freezing.
Yeah.
And he's like, seriously, it's warmer in here than it is in your own house. I'm covered up with a blankie on the couch,
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's all my FOs. But I feel quite accomplished with that one.
Yeah, I bet.
And I actually...
Because it seems like a long time coming because you had completely knit it the first time pretty much.
I did reknit it the second time pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There we have it, folks. Let's do an intermission of coupon codes. And then we will get to some whips. 1921. Lollipop Girl Yarns on Etsy. If you use code KFB15, you will receive 15% off her hand-dyed yarns and her patterns. Amanda Rake Cole on Ravelry. Use code KFB19, and that is good for 20% off her patterns. Naughty Knitting Sacks on Etsy. If you use code DirtyBrain15, you'll receive 15% off in her shop. And a little side note, she does also offer other bags other than naughty ones. Always like to add that because she did have like some marble ones and different things like that as well. So putting that out there. Hold on. I think I just hit perfect move week. Look at me go.
From waving your hands around.
Now it's from all the running I've done this week, which I have to say, so my chiropractor told me I needed to get back on the treadmill. I was sitting around too much. Well, my allergies and sinuses usually do better as well when I'm running. It's just that me and running have a love-hate relationship. I love the outfits. I hate the actual running.
That's the reason to run, because of the outfits.
Yeah, they're cute.
It makes complete sense.
Well, and I do like the fact that it does tire me out, so I sleep better at night. There's certain things, but, as I'm doing it,
You're cussing?
I don't love it at all. I'll remember, okay, so this is kind of like way off there. I once took a couch to 5K thing out at our prairie farm. It was through like our park district. And God bless the guy that was running it. And, you know, he asked us why we're here, and I was honest. I said, I like the clothes. I love the shoes, you know. And I'm like, I just hate this. And he pushed me hard. He's like, you are capable of so much more than what you're doing. You know, you go ahead of everybody else. You know, they get to walk. You have to run. What? Okay, keep in mind, I got lost. You can't send me on my own anyway. I got lost. Didn't know if I was making it back by nightfall. He did finally find me. And, you know, I'm like...
You have a beaker on?
And I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this. And he's
Start
like,
whistling, say hello.
Yeah. Well, you know, and I'm like, I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And he's like, come on, you're outside. Enjoy the nature. Look at the trees. And I said,
I'm allergic to them all.
I just want to curse at the trees. Everything I say, you know. So, but yeah, so I am back to it. I'm doing like a jog walk combo for 2 miles on Mondays and Fridays. That's all he's getting out of me right now because Wednesdays I have truck and that's exercise enough. So I'm trying, and I've done really good now for a couple weeks where I'm actually sticking to the schedule, which is hard because it's getting humid as heck in Illinois. We did not cover the Illinois weather.
Today is,
how is the weather doing?
It's really bad today. It's like muggola. I mean, walk out and you start sweating just from the mugginess.
It is 7:45 at night, and it's still 81 degrees out, and it's the humidity level. That's what gets me. And, of course, we're in really high pollen counts again.
Mm-hmm. Although we're supposed to get rain the next couple of days, I think.
Like 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
So hopefully that will solve some of that problem. Build it up again. So typical Illinois. So you have to mow the yard.
Oh, I don't have to mow the yard.
Well,
no. This girl doesn't do yard work.
We're going to lose our lawn mowing boy. He graduated high school, so we're going to have to find somebody new.
You know what? That probably shouldn't be any problem right about now, you know. So, all right. You got some whips?
Yes. 4.
All right, let's go back and forth.
Just because I worked on one this evening.
So hey, I just casted one on this evening.
We'll start off with the first one.
Oh, my God. My eyeballs are throbbing.
Which I have the yarn for. The yarn ball.
Oh, well, look at you. It's almost like you're a professional.
So, of course, I cast off a pair of socks, so I had to cast on a pair of socks. And oh my word. It's because I had both of them. And it's barely to the point where
yeah, they don't want to.
They don't want to.
They're not far enough along
They're
yet
not far enough along to behave, yeah. So, naughty socks.
Bad
socks. Bad socks. Okay. So this is yarn. And for those who have been watching, it may look familiar.
Okay. It's just dangling down there, guys.
My stitches are on there.
Oh, that's funny.
This is, what's that too? Nomadic Yarns. And the colorway is called Birthday Cake, and it's her trusty sock base. 462 yards, 75.25, which of course somebody already knit a pair. That's why I say you've probably seen this before.
That's okay.
So,
still reminds me of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Not birthday cake.
Yeah.
All right, my first whip isn't a whip. I figured I'd show you guys. Oh wow, I kind of crinkled that up. I figured I'd show you guys the progress I've made on my diamond painting, which isn't a whole lot, but I did make some progress.
Look at the rows.
So, yeah. Now I'm kind of getting to the boredom part. Because this color I'm working on now is like all over. So I have to kind of like go over here and then go over here because I just get bored.
Yeah.
I think when I work on it next, I might actually switch to another color for a little bit just because
you're bored with
I'm
that
bored.
color. You don't like that. It doesn't like pop enough for you.
So, well, after you put so many of them on, you're just like,
Right.
I want to do a different color. It's kind of like when you're knitting self-striping yarn and you're like, what am I going to hit the next colored stripe? I'm tired of this color.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I definitely have made some progress. So there's that.
She's going to love that.
Yeah.
When you give that to her.
She's going to think it's a horse.
Okay.
Because she thinks unicorns, everything like that is a horse.
Well, she's at that age.
She has this unicorn toy I got her, and there's this video of her mom telling her it's a unicorn, and she goes, a horse.
She knows what
and Alicia's like, a unicorn, a horse. Speaking of which, okay, we're going to interrupt our whips here because this kid is just the cutest, and I need to share. She has her first dance recital the weekend, Father's Day weekend. So she went to the studio and she had her recital pictures done.
Oh my God.
Guys, look how precious she is. There's 3 of them I'm going to torture you with.
Oh. It just makes me remember when Meganna was that age and she was doing her dance recital stuff.
And Alisha said she cannot believe how good they turned out because the other kids were all screaming and crying. And Peanut's a little shy to begin with. Mm-hmm. And then I can show you guys.
I saw, some of those.
She took the kids because they were doing like mommy and me pictures, and I was just supposed to be there
for moral support.
To finagle kids. So like when she was doing with Peanut, I could hold little me and vice versa, that sort of thing. Then at the very end, the photographer's like, I know you're not dressed, but, hop in a picture. So we did get a picture of that was good. Of all of us together. And of course, we're outside, so my glasses go dark.
Right.
Like, whatever. I need to take Peanut for pictures with me in our scrappy sweaters, which the kids wore their scrappy sweaters. I don't think I saved the picture. No. It wasn't a very good picture. She had both the kids in their scrappy sweaters the one day she sent me a picture. I'm like, aw. All right. You got another whip for us?
Let's see. Sure. Let's do this one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, you guys already know this. It's Andrea Mallory's Weekender. The yarn I am using is Knit Swish worsted weight. The Deft Heather is the colorway I'm using. And I got about another inch done. It's starting to come along.
Nice.
Yeah. This one's, when I'm doing it, I just feel like just keep knitting, just keep knitting. Like, just keep knitting, just keep knitting.
That's funny.
Keep knitting. Oh.
Yeah, I have one of those to do in fingering weights, so yeah, I'm sure I will be feeling the same way. I'm kind of feeling that way with the pilot pullover I'm working on. All right, up next, what have I got? I'm just grabbing bags now. Okay. Another pair of socks. The colorway. Let's see, who's it from? Knit Mona. Looks like she's on Etsy. Mini Vacation. Mini as in Minnie Mouse. That's what it looks like. And this is another pair of socks for Wendy's box. They're not too far yet, but
Those are knitting up real nice.
Mm-hmm. They're really pretty. So there's that. I'm going to move my stitch marker or progress keeper up. What you got next?
Okay. Let's do this one next. So I snagged one of these.
Yes, she did.
I was like, I could not. I'm like, I need one of those. Sorry, guys.
She's so funny.
And I really don't snag them very often.
No.
Let's see. What is this? Oh. This is the Katie shawl, which I showed the last time. And since the last time I watched the video, in fact, after we podcast,
Yes.
I watched the video, and I'm like, yeah, I was doing it right. But I wasn't super happy. There's no marker on it because you can almost see, I ended up ripping out to right before where you start the eyes again, and I redid it.
Okay.
And
it's more prominent.
Yeah, I don't think I did anything different. I guess I was a little more conscious of it a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely more prominent.
But it fixed,
now.
I did have a couple of screw ups as I was doing it. So, yeah, that's just a little bit past where I was.
Well, and that shawl actually knits up fairly quickly once you get going on it.
Yep.
It's actually a very enjoyable pattern.
Once you get the counts down, it's really quite easy to...
Counts? Oh, we're supposed to count on that?
Well, you know. So the eye pattern works. That's a concept, you know. Yeah.
I just wing things.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
No, mine actually came out right.
This is... Oh my goodness. Hedgehog fibers. They're 90-10. And the colorways, the gray is called Cinder. And the turquoise blue deep color is called Wish, which I love them.
Are you getting a little bit more used to knitting with that yarn?
I still messed up a little bit. I noticed where somebody said it is probably the twist.
Yes.
It is definitely the twist, and they have other ones, I'm sure. This twist itself is just, it's very... it doesn't even say what the twist is on here, but the colors are just so beautiful.
Yeah. Colors would make up for it, so...
I'm really interested in what's going to happen when you switch what the real main color is and how the eye is going to pop when I do that.
Yeah.
And the difference it'll make. So I like the pattern. It's like you said, it's very easy to memorize. Mm-hmm. So I'll actually put a stitch marker, progress keeper, that you'll actually be able to see. Versus my lame little light bulb ones.
Yeah, you do like your light bulbs, don't you?
Well, they're usually right there and handy. It's the only reason why I use them so much.
Alrighty. Let me see what I have next. I don't know. I'll just grab a bag. I know that one I just started, so I won't grab that yet. In my medium-sized Rainbow Bright bag. Oh, okay. It's a surprise for me too, guys. I actually just casted these on today as well. I've casted on two things today. So I had shown this a while back. I had gotten the kit at the Goodwill store. And the pattern is first of many. And I am doing the little glove, fingerless mitts. The yarn is the one that's actually shown in the pattern, which is Neighborhood Fiber Co. in the Berkeley Flats. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know why that was throwing me. I think because of that E, which I don't know. Okay, well, anyways, it looks like this. I am knitting it on my DPNs. I am actually to the point of, let me double check before I tell you this. Yes. I am to the point of doing the thumb gusset. So that's why I got put away, because I can't think today. As I've proven over and over again. And I'm caught up. Hold on, guys.
That's a lot of stitch markers. Can I just say, for a little bitty space?
So this one is my beginning of brown.
Okay.
This is where I have to do the patterning at between those two.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it looks.
And now I'm getting ready to add 2 more.
Oh wow!
For the thumb gusset.
That's a lot for you, but
yeah. So you can see. Hold on. You might be able to see. This is why I had my cable needle stuck in my hair.
Yeah.
So I think these are going to be really cute, and these will be the first mitts to go into Wendy's box of mitts. And I didn't bring it over. I can show you next time. I bought a box for the box of mitts while I was out the other day. So, yay. And I'm using my carbons, DPN carbons for the main knitting of it. And I had used my signatures for the ribbing.
Not to jinx you or anything, but I really would be paranoid about the stitches falling off of those.
No. These have a...
I know they have a grip to them.
It's not, it's
there
not
is
slippery.
a grip.
Yeah, no.
But putting them in a bag, putting them away, I would still be a little paranoid.
How there's like 3 like that, I kind of fold it this when I put them in. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I mean, I have DPN holders. I make them. But you see how good I am about using them.
It's a concept.
I didn't. Well, you know.
You used to be really good at that.
Yeah, well. I'm just getting to be a rebel in my old age.
Apparently.
Don't judge me. Your turn.
Okay. The only reason this one I get to show is because I worked on it tonight.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I think the last time I showed this, I had commented that I had kind of messed up a little bit. This is the V-back tee. It's not the person who wrote the pattern. It's the person doing the project. That would be me. So. The main color I'm holding throughout is from Cherry Pie Cottage, her skeleton colorway from last year's Halloween Advent. And I'm just holding different minis with it to make, the decay and kind of fade it and marl the colors together as I go. Let's see. It's really starting to...
Yep, bring it down a little too. There you go. And then back up. And side to side. And put your right foot. Sorry.
Didn't know there was a dance requirement in terms of doing this.
There definitely is.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I was just a couple of rows up. And right before we got in here, I was cussing at it because my stitch count was off. Still after I thought I fixed it.
And then she used my line. I'll fix it on the next round.
Nobody's going to notice with this amount of stitches on the pattern that it's off. Nobody.
I do that all the time. I'm like, it's okay.
And I can fix it underneath the arm and nobody's going to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm like... No, I'm not going to go back and fix anything again.
I sometimes, when we're out knitting, I'll do something, I'll be like, oops, and Brett's like, oh, you ruined it. No, it's fine. I'll fix it. Alrighty.
I don't know how to count, I guess. I don't know.
I'm up again?
Yep.
Okay. My next one is... I really feel like I don't even need to show this at this point, but I will. The Pollock Pullover. It's the one I'm knitting for my friend. And she did watch the last podcast and heard my thumbs were killing me. And she sent me new needles. So I am knitting it on the squares now. Wrong way. Ta-da! I got a lot done.
I love those colors because I love jewel tones.
So I got the split for the sleeves, and I'm just kind of going to town now. So yeah. Now Laura's trying to FaceTime me, the person I'm actually knitting this for.
Tough
Is trying
luck.
to
We're showing your pot luck.
This has been a lot of
I cracked myself up.
and you said I had problems.
I know. I told
Now I get a "Are you podcasting?" text. This has been a whole lot of knitting. I do have to work on this on smaller increments, even with the squares. I will sometimes still get a little bit of thumb, just because it's just knitting,
Yeah.
So I am trying to just go back and forth.
It's so easy just to keep knitting and ignore the pain, and then...
Well, I did for a couple days. But normally I'll get it in my left hand, and I was actually having it in both. And I was back to the point again where if I bent my thumbs like this joint here was clicking.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to have the chiropractor work on them again. So that's when I started, that's when I sewed all the bags.
Mm-hmm.
And tried to take a little bit, do a little bit more rest and knit on socks. Like, sock knitting doesn't bother my hands at all. So, because a lot of my projects are in the round right now, and that's an issue for my hands. It always has been. And then this is fingering weight, and there is quite a few stitches on it. I mean, but it's going to be beautiful.
I think that's the problem I've been having lately is because my projects are big, and it's all just a lot of knitting. I'm not, really switching up a lot of stitches or anything, and doing the same repetition all the time.
Well, and
because I was even having problems this last couple of weeks.
Well, now I find myself, I get lost in my shows, and I'm just knitting. The next thing you know, it's like 4 hours have passed. And I'm like, well, you're not supposed to sit there that long to begin with. It's kind of against your chiropractor's orders, but no.
Yeah, well.
So my next whip, I also have been having thumb issues with, so.
There's a lot of stitches on this one, though.
Yes.
Again, a lot of stitches.
A lot of stitches, yes. So this is, I don't remember the name of it. You would think I'd know by now. Blue Savannah Cowl. And it came in, the pattern and the yarn came in my Gilmore Girls box from Forbidden Fiber Co. And I'm done with the first 2 colors. I'm on the second 2 colors, which are there's only 4 colors.
You're starting to see the progress, though, that you're making.
Yeah,
the change to the different colors.
This is the purl line here. That's where this will fold.
Oh, okay.
And then it will get bound together with it where the provisional cast on is. But yeah, there is a lot of stitches on this as well. So
you have to block it first before you do all the. That would require reading the directions.
I don't read directions, guys. I mean, I do at some point usually. Let's see. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Fold. Place. Okay. Weave in all loose ends on inside of cowl. Place PCO stitches on spare needles. Fold cowl in half with wrong side. No. You block to measurements after you've done the Kitchener stitch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Kitchener stitch. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might switch that out. We'll see. I'll probably do it. Okay, so yeah, there's that. I don't think I have a progress keeper on this one. Oh, there it is. So
you did quite a bit.
Last time I showed this, I was down where the pink Arkansas was.
No wonder why your thumbs are
So, you guys, there's a reason for my thumb pain. It's not. I knit a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no fibbing about that. Okay, so I'll move that up.
Some of mine has been work related. I have had several days in the last week where I have worked 8 or 9 hours without a lunch. Normally that does not happen, but we had a big push project that went live and so I was going nuts.
This is in my special Dr. Pepper bag with my name on it. All right.
I'd get up after work and I'd be like, oh, now I have to do homework.
Okay, my last whip, I literally just cast it on. There's not much to show you. Is the 8th Avenue by Cozy Up Knits. And I've had this project in the bag with the needles, yarn caked for I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why this got started was I was going back to my Moo cowl design, and I had decided I was switching over to the actual Moo yarn because I wasn't liking the other yarn, and I wanted to switch needles, and there was a whole needle rigmarole. Okay, I have a lot of needles.
Yes, she does.
I have multiple sets of interchangeable needles.
And she has a system.
Yes. And I don't have the size needle I want. It's fine, though. I ordered more. So I will start that the Moo cowl once I get going. So for this, I am using, I think this is Lori's. I'm pretty sure this is Lori's. Arkansas Yarn Co. Knight in Shining Armor. And then a mini skein set from Yarn Cafe Creations. Yes. I don't think she looked. It's the Yarn Cafe Creations. It's the Strawberry Shortcake mini skein set. I don't know if I'll be able to. My thumbs don't work, guys. I'm not going to go through every single color, but like the color names. Those. And those. And those.
Ooh, ran overboard.
Yeah, I'm making a hot mess here, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I just cast it on. That's all I got. Probably hardly worth showing you, but I'm going to show you anyways.
I had a couple other things that I started, but I was like, they're not worth bringing, so I'll wait.
I was like, oh, what the heck. So.
There's a difference between bringing it from the living room to in here versus packing it all up into a bag and bringing it over.
Well, and I will probably work on this tonight, would be my guess. So I don't know. I'm not going to... I might be pushing it to have an FO, to have as many FOs for next time. Because
a lot of big things going on.
Yeah, I got some bigger things going on. So, I do think I'm going to have one of them. I think I'm going to have another cast on, so that'll probably be done. It's good to plan these things out. And I'm using one of my wax canvas bags, which I had to have because, guys, that is so me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I had used this bag yet. So that is quite exciting. So there's that. All right. So that's it for whips. All right. Do you have any acquisitions?
My acquisitions were gifts.
Okay. So I'm up then.
Yep.
All right. So I have one from a D-stash. Actually, I had two, but one is a gift, so I'm not going to show it. This one is Die For You. Happy Easter. Look how pretty, guys.
Reminds me of the Peeps.
Yes. And I will not eat a peep, but I think the peeps are cute. Then I got... I done a pre-order from Arkansas Yarn Co. And she does, well, last I saw, she still tongue-tied. Still has this available. So this was a book, Hooked on You, Kathleen Fuller, and they had actually done a book signing at Lori's shop for the book. And it's knitting. And it's actually, I think I shouldn't talk because I don't know what I'm talking about. It's based in Arkansas, I thought. I haven't read it yet, guys. Mm-hmm. I read the thing, originally, and now I can't remember. Anyways, so I guess there's a hat pattern. Where would the pattern be? Oh, see, there's my autograph. I really should have taken this out of the bag and looked at this before I, you know, I just fly by the seat of my pants. Okay, so from my understanding, there is a hat pattern that goes with the book. And there's a knit version and a crocheted version. And then Lori dyed yarn for it. So I bought the whole kit with the yarn and book. And it came with another little progress keeper on there. So, yay. So I'll have to check that out.
Looks soft.
Oh yeah, this is her Merino DK. Yeah. All of her yarn is always really soft. Okay, that's all I actually purchased. And then I had some, well, kind of, sort of. I had birthday goodies, and I wanted to backtrack to the last episode where I showed these from Arkansas Yarn Co. that I was going to make a potluck pullover out of. Mm-hmm. I did actually go ahead and purchase a third one just to make sure I had enough. But on a side note, when I was there in Arkansas, my sister actually contacted them and got me a gift card for their store for my birthday. Mm-hmm. So I was actually able to use that while I was there, and this is what I got with my sister's gift card. Cool. So, and I forgot to mention that. So that was a birthday gift as well. All right, other birthdays. We'll go to my mom's first. I can't get it up.
Oh my.
Well, it was heavy because she put a big old thing of gummy bears in there. It's like, holy moly. Okay, so she got me some yarn. Lion brand yarn, Summer Nights.
Ooh, that's sparkly.
It's 82% acrylic, 18% polyester. Okay, this one's called Castaway. It's a super fine. I guess she made socks out of this, is what she did with it.
Did she?
Yeah. Oh,
that's going to be like I made my very first pair.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Out of acrylic,
they could
not
do like
knowing.
A shawl or something.
They are definitely slippery on the feet.
And then this is the same brand, and this is Ocean Cove. There we go. So like trying to pick up the colors. And then she went to Hobby Lobby and got me the Yarn Bee hand-dyed blend. This is really pretty.
I actually think those two colors would go together in a shawl.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Mm-hmm.
That would be really pretty.
A good shawl. And that'll be a nice lightweight as well. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know that this has a... Oh, wait. Okay. Yes, it does have a name. It's called Tie-Dyed. There you have it. Tie-Dyed. Okay. And then Karen brought me over.
My My husband got a kick out of ordering these for me.
She had her husband ordering.
He's like, what? What is that?
So she got me a diamond kit, and this is so pretty because I love roses and I love blue. So look at that. That is.
It was
perfect.
funny because at first I was like trying to keep in mind that you were saying how some of these kits, like that one, is the whole picture is all diamond painting, and if it's too big, then it's a bit much. So I'm glad the size of that isn't so overly huge.
So since I have one here for the people, because I've had people say to me, what is diamond painting? What does it, let's just show you.
So that's not overly big. Yeah.
You get the sheet, and then there's a clear film over it. When you peel that back, this part is sticky. That's where you're going to stick the beads to. Along this, I got to do this the right way. Okay, this way. Along the sides will be your beads.
Like a color chart.
So, for instance, there's letters on the picture. So, number 1 is an O. So that's, your color chart.
Yeah. Almost like cross stitch, in a way.
And then you get a package. And these are all individually, the beads. And it has it marked on there. Like this one's number 16. So you can match it up to the chart. You also get a tray to put the beads in. And then this is your tool that you use. Let me just open that up.
Sorry, crinkle. Yeah.
This is your tool that you'll have the bead there and you put it down on there and then you put it on the painting. This is like I call it like a wax. If Ross is watching this, he's going to laugh because he diamond paints and he probably knows all the technical terms. But basically you take your utensil and you jab it into this, and this is what makes the bead stick to the end of it.
Oh, okay.
So, there's my little lesson for you guys.
the technical sticky stuff that you stick to the end of the...
Anybody can do it. It's addictive. Because you'll sit down and go, I'm just going to do the one color. And, 2 hours later.
I actually have a big one at home. It's been sitting there.
It's fun.
And when that came in, I was like,
it kind of makes you want to do it, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does.
So, yeah. This is,
but I'm just trying to figure out how I
really
can
pretty.
do it sitting in my recliner. Because I sit at a desk all day long. I don't want to sit at the kitchen table. That is my biggest thing.
If you had like a TV tray that goes like this and get an easel like what I have.
I know somebody who could look for one for me.
Oh, I could. I could do that. So what I'm thinking is if you have a TV tray like this, you get an easel like what I have, so you can have your painting here on the TV tray and then have your beads and stuff right there.
It'd be cool.
You could do it right on your recliner.
Wouldn't have to would have to plan it so you wouldn't have to go to the bathroom because that would be a process. But
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing.
If you want to diamond paint on your,
I love to cross
on your recliner,
and that would actually be easier to see than cross stitch.
Oh yeah,
because it's
I'm
big.
not going to even try to put this back in here. I'm just going to do this. Okay. So the next part of the gift. If there's children or you're easily offended, you might not want to look. I won't read it to you. You guys can read it yourself, and you guys know
Chuck was shaking his head when I.
If you've been around for a while, this is one of those things that I say, especially to my husband a lot. So it kind of sticks with everybody. So I got this really cute.
And then her favorite color. The only thing better would be if it sparkled.
Yeah, why didn't we get Chuck on the sparkly? You'd be like, and I need that to
It needs neon lights, sparkle, and the whole pizzazz.
See, and now I can wear this, and if I get chilly, I can put my my simple hug over it because
And
it's
it was
also
matched,
blue.
yeah.
See, we're figuring this out, folks.
Right.
Yeah, so her poor husband, she's giving him a list of, look for this. This is what I need. Look for that. And he's like, what? These are weird.
Yeah, well, when
well.
you're the one that has all the Amazon stuff on your computer, that's what happens.
So I have the Amazon app on my phone. Me and Brett both do. It's kind of dangerous, though.
Well, that would be the thing. It'd be dangerous.
Yeah. All right. So that's all I got for that. Okay. TV watching. So I've been watching Prodigal Son. Was caught up, so I was actually DVRing this season. Then I get up one morning and my daughter has sent me a message on Facebook. It had been canceled.
Yeah.
This is the last season. Now, I will say, they knew ahead of time. Because it was wrapped up nice and tidy.
I mean, how long could you go on with that story?
Well, and that was kind of my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was really good. Don't get me wrong. But yeah,
Yeah.
How long could you draw it out?
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's good. I'm sure that it ended because otherwise it would just be drawn out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it was kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
Because it was only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And I really like that guy as an actor. He was really good.
Well, it also makes you wonder with everything that's been going on. Everybody's been streaming just about everything. How that affects their ratings for any show that was trying to kick off in terms of get its rhythm and then be interrupted by everything. And then writers having to shorten seasons because they can only get a couple of shows in here or there.
Yeah.
So I think it may have really impacted some of the shows that we may think is going to.
Yeah, because 2 seasons is not a lot for a show. It really isn't. I'm still watching Pretty Little Liars. Very much enjoying it. She had to listen to me when I got here because, I had been watching it. Today is the 23rd. Lucifer is back on the 28th. Really, really looking forward to it. It doesn't help that the actor keeps posting stuff on Facebook, too, that gets you even more excited. We'll just leave it at that.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, then of course, still watching the normals. I'm all caught up on like all the Chicagos. Caught up on the regular Law and Order, not on the new one. I'm still not
sure. Sometimes it's, even though you love the actor, sometimes it's hard to get those spin-offs of the original to work.
Yeah. Now they have had her coming on a lot on his, which definitely helps, but it's not one that I'm like, oh my gosh, I really need to watch this. You know, I think I'm 2 episodes behind on SWAT. I think I got still on my DVR. I'm all caught up on Worst Cooks of America.
I had to shake my head. I used to record that all the time, but I haven't
watch that while I eat. Hey, it's better than what I used to watch when I ate.
Appreciate what you've microwaved. I mean, I know you do cook.
Yeah. You know, I used to watch Fear Factor while I ate. Of all the shows. I mean, we all got our things. So, yeah.
So,
how about you?
Well, actually, here's the fun part. Well, I've been watching a couple, gotten hooked. I don't know how I got hooked on them. I watched all 3 Escape movies with Sylvester Stallone. That was after I had watched all 3, was it Extractions or some other, that had all the, every movie star you could know to man show up on those shows. So I'm not for sure why I got it, but I got hooked on Sylvester Stallone. And I watched Mortal Kombat the other day movie, And then right after that, I started watching NCI. I'm in the 16th season of NCIS.
Oh, did you see the one NCIS? This is the last season.
The original NCIS? It wouldn't surprise me because it's been on for 18 seasons.
Let me see if I can research that while you talk.
But here's the funny part. Like, Chuck is not home most of the time. And today, he actually admitted that he might be getting hooked on the original NCIS because I watch it all the time.
NCIS New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. That's another, I mean, it's good. It's a spinoff, but anyway, so I've watched several of those, and other than that, I've been probably playing too many games because it's been eating into my knitting time, and could be part of the problem. I'm having hand problems. And that's it.
I just reached my stand goal.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That's because I'm moving my wrist.
So that means you're standing?
Yep. I guess so. You know what the bad thing is, though, and I think I've talked about this before, is I work truck, and even though I'm lifting and putting stuff on a cart and then pushing the cart around, going to the shelf, putting it away, my exercise to ring doesn't move at all because when I'm pushing the cart, my arm's not moving.
Yeah.
I get home from work and truck exhausted, and it's like, could you go take a 30-minute brisk walk to hit your exercise goal? No, I can't.
That's the times when you're like, maybe there's a way I can put it on like my ankle.
Yeah, I've thought about that because I have teeny tiny ankles, so I probably actually could fit my watch on my ankle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that was funny today when I was watching. I think I watched 2 NCISs in a row, and he was kind of snoozing through the first one, and towards the end he was watching the first one, and then he sat and watched the whole second one, and I'm like, I know how you are. I'll turn off this one because it was going to get close to coming here anyways. Well, I'm actually kind of interested in those now, I think.
He thinks.
You think?
You don't know if you like something?
Are you feeling okay? Because he doesn't, he's like, I don't see how you can sit there. Well, you can sit there and watch your Ancient Aliens and your What on Earth for hours in a row. I don't see why you can't watch,
Yeah.
So, that was fun. That's about it for me for TV watching.
Alrighty then. I don't have anything else in my notebook. It's empty.
This is a quick one for us.
Yeah, right? Oh, I looked at the wrong time. I'm like,
you think it was only 34 minutes long?
Yeah, I'm like dazing. I don't know what's going on today, remember? I haven't a clue. That's okay. That'll give my husband more time to make us popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to be spoiled, ladies.
And get more.
Oh, yeah, you got to show your... Oh, I know what I forgot.
Look what Brett did for me. And it was funny because I didn't know he did it at first.
Yeah, she never noticed.
But, I mean, I just picked it up and went to go get ice, and he's talking to me about this mug, and I'm thinking, yeah. And then I come walking in here, and I'm like,
always had.
Oh, my name's on it. That's cool.
You said mug. I forgot 2 other birthday presents. So, my boss, Wendy, Bigfoot. Sorry. Boy, that was perfect timing, wasn't it? She bought me this shirt for my birthday. It says, my spirit animal is a grumpy rabbit who slaps annoying people. And then, she knows me so well, guys. She got me a Piper Lou mug that says, please take a number. I'll piss you off shortly. I've been bringing this to work.
When customers come up, you conveniently take it. And
I set it right on the tank where I'm usually near. Somebody comes over and I'm like, let me take a sip of water first. Yeah.
That's hilarious. She doesn't people.
I do and I don't. It depends. You're making me seem like I'm totally unfriendly. People will be afraid to, like, if they see me at a yarn event, will come walking up to me.
No, that's no. Not
I
at
people
all.
in that respect.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Work is a different animal, though.
People with, like, the customers in my area.
Well, you have regulars that bring you stuff often.
Yes. Okay, so funny story.
Which is
Speaking of regulars and bringing me something, I should have brought it in here. So, one of my regulars comes in the other day. He's like, here, I got you some sweet treats for your birthday. Okay. I open up the bag. And now, this is a man I have trained him to the point that I can't stand mustard on my hot dog because he kept bringing me hot dogs with mustard on them. And I finally had to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, there's a few other things I have not covered with him. Which, God bless his soul, that he brings it in and whatever. So, there's a bag of gummy bears. All right, I'm down with that.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a bag of pretzel nuggets filled with peanut butter. Oh, it gets better. Then there's 6 full-sized peanut butter cups.
I don't know this person, so I didn't pay him to do this. But that was it's the thought that counts.
It is. I mean, he brought me a Polar Pop, which I don't know if all areas have Polar Pops, but a 44-ounce Dr. Pepper as well. So that made my day. And I was eating the gummy bears right away, I won't lie. But yeah, all I could think in the minute. Oh, and then he got these like jerky link things.
Okay, yeah.
Which I don't, no. But I sent my husband a picture. I'm like, I got goodies for you. Goodies for him. Yeah, because all I'm thinking,
you benefit from my gift.
All I'm thinking is, oh, my throat, it's gonna close up. But I instantly thought of you when I opened the bag and I saw them. I was like, she would be busting up laughing.
Hairball and everything.
Yeah. He's a real sweet guy, though. Even though he's trying to kill me. Oh, gosh, yeah.
Well, the fact that you work at a pet store and you have customers that are your regulars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a lot of them. I have some that, if I'm not there, they won't go in. They don't want to deal with the rest of them. Or they had previously tried dealing with them and figured out very quickly they didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And then ran across me, and now they only come into me. So,
well, honestly, it's probably a lot of it is because you just shoot from the hip. You don't you don't candy coat it. You just tell them how it is, and some people appreciate it, and some people don't.
True enough.
I wish I would have been there to see your face when you opened that bag.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, like I said, I started drinking my pop right away and opened some gummy bears. Yeah. So, that was... I almost forgot to tell you, because, yeah, I figured you'd find that quite funny. They're trying to kill me. Okay.
Oh.
I still got him his fish that day anyways. Alrighty. We're going to wrap things up. So, as always, go check out the shop. Etsy, Knit for Brains Designs. And do all the YouTube stuff. What order are we supposed to do this in? Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. There you go, Brett.
Yep.
And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.